In this lesson, we're going to continue our study of two-point perspective. And today we're going to focus on two stacked boxes. And I gave you a handout. This is one of the sheets from that handout. And this is what we're going to cover today. And the reason we're going to cover stacked boxes is because it's an easy way to understand the construction of a skyscraper, any number of buildings, something as simple as two books stacked on top of one another, or something used for interior design. So this is one thing, if you continue in the graphics department, that you're going to want to know. Okay, so we're going to work on two stacked boxes. So let's talk about our boxes. I have a Ronzoni pasta and a tea box that I've painted just so that it's easier for you to view it. But it can be any kind of box that you have in your kitchen at this point. Pasta, cereal, tea, whatever. Okay? And you're going to want one large box and a smaller box to sit on top. Okay. So just to go over what we covered last time, one-point perspective is when these two planes would be facing the picture plane and facing you. And as soon as we start to rotate that, and this edge comes closer to the picture plane, we're in two-point perspective. Now, when we talk about these boxes, we're only going to use two vanishing points. So these boxes we want aligned. So these planes are going to be parallel, these planes are going to be parallel, okay? Otherwise, there would be multiple vanishing points. Okay, so let's talk about it. In most cases, you're going to be putting these boxes on a table, like your kitchen table or your desk, which means that they are going to be below your eye level, all right? The horizon line, remember, is our eye level. So if this top box is at my eye level, it would be up this high, okay? And it's at my eye level because I can't see the top of that box, all right? As soon as it goes below the horizon line, I can see the top, all right? So in most cases, everyone is going to have their box below the horizon line. The next thing you have to look for is where does this come in relationship to how you're viewing your boxes. Now, these boxes, I'm viewing them, they're on my right side, okay? If they were on my left side, it would be different, okay? So when you put your station point in, be conscious, are your boxes on this side of that station point, or are they on this side? Are they on your right, or are they on your left? Okay? I'm going to pretend right now they're on my right. So I'm going to look at my boxes here. I'm going to place my boxes like this, all right? So I'm mainly going to be looking at these two sides. I'm going to see mostly this side, less of this side, okay? So let's begin. We always begin with the edge. Let's put that in. All right. So I know mine are below the horizon line. And I'm going to make that edge 2 inches. Okay? Now when I look at my boxes that are sitting on my table, I'm going to again look at this angle that's on the table and this angle that's on the table. I'm going to estimate how steep that angle is and take that line back to the horizon line. Okay? All right. So I'm looking at my boxes and I'm making an estimate of that bottom angle. And I'm going to take it right back to my horizon line. And that'll be my vanishing point. That'll be my VP1. Okay? Then I'm going to look at the other side. Look at that angle. All right? That angle I found was more steep. All right, so I'm taking that back and identifying my second vanishing point. Okay? And once we have these vanishing points, because this is the first step that's very critical, I could stack 100 boxes on top of each other because they would all have the same vanishing point, okay? And we're only doing 2 boxes, all right? So now I'm going to take the top of that line back to the vanishing points. Make sure that you're accurate. You're going to need all of your paper to be able to do this. So make sure that your pad is laid out with the spiral in the middle. Okay. All right. Now let's build the top of that box. So first I'm going to decide how large my box is. I have my short side over here of my pasta box. Okay. And then I have my long side over here. Okay. Probably not that long. Let's see. I think it's going to be, it's probably going to be slightly inside my station point since it's to the right. Okay. All right, then we're going to take our lines that we've just created back to their horizon line. Okay. Remember, they go to the opposite vanishing point. Be absolutely accurate about these lines, otherwise your box will not look like it's drawn properly. Okay, and this one's going back to the other vanishing point. All right, now I have the top of my box. Okay, the one thing I did not cover in the last video is the back corner of the box, where that falls, the corner that we cannot see. So I'm going to put that in with pencil right now. And the way I determine that is I'm going to take this bottom of this front line and the bottom of this and take them to their opposite vanishing points. And what you're going to see is that they cross in the back, okay? That's the back corner that I cannot see. And where that crosses and where the cross is at the top, I'm going to make a line, okay? So let's say this box was clear. I'd be able to tell and identify where that back corner is, okay? Now we're going to add our second box on top. And remember, that has the same vanishing points. So what I have to do is, I'm looking at my box here, I have to determine where this edge is compared to this edge. It's on this top surface, so don't make this too close to the front. Okay? But don't make it too far back that you cannot fit your box on there. Okay? All right. So I'm going to say that box is slightly, in my case, is slightly to the left. And I'm 1.5 inches. Okay? And then I'm going to use the exact same vanishing points. All right? And do it exactly the same way. Bottom of the line, back to the vanishing point, this bottom, back to the vanishing point. We're doing the top of the line, vanishing point 1, top of the line, vanishing point 2, okay. Estimate how large my box is. All right. Now I know it doesn't come off of my pasta box, it's within that area. And this box is a little more squarish. Okay. Longer on the side though, but be conscious of where the back is. And this one is going to come right about here. Make sure I get these perfectly vertical. Okay. Now I'm going to carry those lines back to the vanishing point. Okay, they're going to be the opposite side so I can get the top. Okay, so here's my box. I'm going to make it a little bit darker here. You can see it. Okay. Obviously I can see my original box that I constructed. So what I'd like you to do with a marker or colored pencil is to fill in that top plane so you can see it, right? Colored pencil would be ideal, okay, and then do one of the sides. So in this case, let me do this front plane here. All right. All right. Now remember, you're working in pencil, not marker, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing with the lower box too. You can do the top plane. In this case, I use pink, and the front plane here in pink, so that we can get a three-dimensional sense of those boxes. Okay, so that's a lesson for today.